Hello everyone, and thank you for listening or watching 2Gs in a Pod. If you are listening on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get podcasts, please do us a huge favour and give us 5 stars. It really does help out.
And if you're watching on YouTube, please remember to like the video and subscribe. Smash the like button.
Smash it! Smash! Don't, if you're thinking about doing it dainty, fucking beat, smash it!
and we hope you enjoy the episode.
That was on a list of things that white people love to say.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's why I stopped myself. Quick shocked. I was like, I don't want to finish that.
I love to say ready to rock and roll.
Radio Woof, before we even fucking go any further, mate.
Yes.
I want to talk to you about these.
It's good, isn't it?
Now, before I ask you...
This is official merch, or the link is here.
yeah. I mean, if there is... No, I was going to say if there is an interest, it's episode 2. Shut the fuck up,
don't do it.
Now I'm going to ask you what you think of these. Now, before you say anything, remember that my fiance made these.
Oh yeah, so I was going to say I liked them, but based on everything you've just told me, real bad.
Because I'll be honest with you,
craftsmanship.
Now you know a lot about this. So we've just had Christmas. I don't know if that's a fucking fourth wall breaker, but we've just had Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
And she was going to give me these
as a gift,
as a Christmas present. I
wanted to spit the water out there in shock.
Yeah, as long as you did it that way, that would have been fine.
I went, no, I'm not doing that.
That would have been quite a dog shit gift. I would have been quite annoyed at that if I'd opened up something, especially if I got your one first, and I went, of all the people to get the Gareth mixed up, I didn't think it'd be my fiance on Christmas.
Oh,
it's a sacred day.
That would sour the day, and then she'd go, "Oh, just kidding. Here it is." I mean, don't talk to me about terrible gifts. I'm the terrible gift king.
Although this year you said Laura did all right.
She did fine, yes. Yeah. She did fine. No, she did well. My mum did get me these horrific trainers that I'm wearing right now.
I fucking loved them. As soon as you were walking up the drive, my dad was waffling to you about something, but I turned in and I went, great kicks.
Oh, I didn't like them.
Great kick. What's wrong? What?
There's a bit at the front that I don't like. The rest's fine.
I've just seen is that Japanese, Chinese writing on it?
There's some sort of...
what's that?
Middle Eastern...
What's
Not Middle
that?
Eastern. That's Arabic, innit?
Asian.
Asia's a big place, I think.
Well, exactly. I'm not getting fucking cancelled.
Definitely not Oriental. That's racist.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Let's try and figure it out.
I'm going to leave that there. Shall I put it on the Much side or the 2Gs in a Pod side?
What do you think that is?
2Gs in a Pod.
I wonder what it says. My mum gave me these.
Merry Christmas.
My mum gave me these on Christmas Day.
Can I see them?
The laces have got little glittery bits on them.
Oh, they're Nikes.
Yeah. Everyone says that. Exactly like that.
I thought these, from here, so from there.
Oh, yeah.
They looked like they could be, and no disrespect to Heidi, they looked like they could be a little shoe.
Yes, yeah.
And then I'd flip that and I went, oh shit, no, Nike, hold on.
It's these sort of black flames we've got going on here that I don't like.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The go fast flames.
Yeah, no, for sure. Why is there Japanese? That's really confusing.
It's busy. But
I liked them.
My mum
and now I don't.
My mum gave me them on Christmas Day and said I got these for free. So if you don't like them, it's fine.
You got them for free?
Yeah.
Well, that's never good, is it?
What horrible. I've just been wearing them like slippers. I wanted slippers for Christmas. I didn't get any. So I've been wearing them as slippers.
No, well, that's not too bad.
Like from the waist, I mean, I'm casual waist up, but from the waist down, very casual. I'm wearing cottons.
Christmas. Should we talk about Christmas?
Sure, why not?
I mean, because I've got fuck all to bring to it. That's why I'm asking.
All right, you want me to tell you all the bad story tales?
I mean,
all the bad gift tales. You want me to tell those?
I mean, did you get anything eventful?
I got some snowboard bindings from my girlfriend.
That's good. That's really good because you're off to altitude.
Yes, I should be in France right now snowboarding.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wait,
COVID?
No, tomorrow. COVID killed it.
Fuck.
So I got.
Was that just a family holiday, friends?
Laura's friends.
Yeah.
We had a chalet and all that, but yeah, France isn't letting anyone in.
Man.
So not going. So when I opened them, I was like, because I knew I wasn't going then. I was like, these would have been sick. And she was like, I know. She went, that's the first thing I thought when the holiday got cancelled. And I was like, yeah, that's
fuck.
And then she keeps going, do you like them? And I'm like, yeah, I like them. But I've not put them on my board because I'll just feel sad.
Yeah, of course.
But these are not
Here's something you can't use. Yeah, man. That's shitty.
Yeah.
That's really shit.
So actually, yeah, that's the worst gift I got this year. She went, here's something you can't ever use. Brilliant.
Well, not ever, just in the foreseeable.
No, it's funnier to say ever.
When is altitude supposed to be?
March, end of March.
could still happen, you reckon?
I think it's still going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. I hope it does for you, mate. I really hope it does. And then then the gift will be
tippity-top. Gold. But then, because then I'll need to book my board on the plane, which is 150 quid, I think.
How much?
No, it's maybe not as much as that.
Right. Because I've thought about this, and it's weird that I say this. One of my biggest fears is ice. We spoke about this on the last episode. The idea of falling, I despise.
Yeah.
Just because I broke it down. It's like, I feel like I articulated my fear well. Yeah. It's like you're the fucking camera. Anyway, we're going over old ground. However, and I've never done any winter sports or anything like that because it's all about balance. Yeah. Exactly.
It's a shock to no one.
But this is the thing. Altitude does still appeal to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Wouldn't it? It's the best week in the world.
But like, how much of it, and be honest.
Yeah.
How much of it do you think I could, A, even partake in, B, enjoy, or would the whole time, would all you be like going down slopes and I'd be there going...
First time I went, I was like that.
Right.
I was really bad. But there's no better place to learn than up a hill.
But then also, there's no worse place to be than falling over in front of a bunch of professional comedians.
No, not that at all. Because, like, first of all, not everyone's going to see you fall. Maybe be one person who'll see you fall.
Okay, well, if that person's fucking Andrew Maxwell, he's going to have a new fucking hot 2 minutes on.
Andrew was he's a snowboarder as well. He was really good with helping me, like, learn. He was giving me tips and stuff. My first fall at altitude the first time was a belter.
Brilliant.
We were on a small slope, right? Mm-hmm. Now, on a snowboard, heel turning, very easy, right? So if you're
heel turning?
Yeah. So because you're on a board, right, you either turn with your heels or your toes.
Right.
So heel turning, piece of piss, because you're just leaning back.
Right, okay.
So it's like very easy.
Okay.
Everyone can do that.
Right, so.
Toe turn is a bit more difficult because, first of all, it's your toe.
It's all balance, I imagine.
And
you go too far, you're fucking head first.
And like, see, when you're leaning back on a board, you don't really see the ground behind you.
Yeah, of course.
When you're leaning forward, you're like, I'm going towards the ground.
Yeah. It's way more scary. Yeah. Infinitely more terrifying.
So most people struggle with the toe. Figuring that out. I'm going down this hill. I'm trying to build up a bit of speed to keep up with everyone, but I'm like freaking out. I'm not very good.
Yeah.
And then I'm turning, so I go left foot forward. So I'm trying to turn right.
Is that called goofy?
I think it is.
Yes.
I think it is. But I never really. I'm not in.
Do you know what it used to be called?
What?
Mongo.
Did it?
I think so. Well, if it's like skateboarding,
just
they have like
just like the Disney dog. Used to be Goofy and Mongo.
Great. Love it.
Yeah. So I'm like coming for this right hand turn, and I'm trying to do it, but I'm going really slow because I'm not putting enough pressure on. And I'm like, I'm not making this turn. I can see it, and it's like it's an edge that I'm coming up towards.
Like a cliff?
Well, not like a cliff, but like it's an edge.
Well, you just said the same words again. How was that in any way supposed to explain to me more? Well, like a cliff? No, like an edge.
Like, so I would call that a cliff, and it's more like that.
Oh, so a slight hill.
Yeah.
A hillock.
It's quite a steep hill, though.
A steep hillock.
Like, if you were... Right, anyway. So I go for the turn, and I'm like, I'm not going to make this. And I went, so what I need to do is fall over, or I'm going off that, right?
Oh, wow. So you just kamikaze
So I just went to lie down.
Is that racist? Sorry.
I went to lie down, only with these shoes on. I went, I'll just lie down, and then I'll not go off the edge. I lay down.
I'll just lie down.
I just went, like, whoop. You know those little goats that like go... Pop?
Yeah. When they get like a fright, they just fucking
I was like, oh, you fucker. And I went, lie down, take cover.
Good technique.
Wait for the planes to go overhead.
Yeah.
Shh, children.
That was...
Lay down. I did it too late. I went off the thing.
So how big was the fall?
I reckon like... maybe like 15 to 18 feet.
What?
Yeah.
That's
like
big.
I'm sliding down, so it wasn't so bad, and it was a lot of snow, so I was just like,
But you did get did you get like a bit of airtime though when you went over that edge? You must have had like a couple of seconds of airtime, and then just
maybe but then it was mostly like sliding down on my belly, and then like my board.
Because what would you have had to have done if you didn't do the lie down technique? Would you have had to like jumped? Would it have had to be like some sort of like ollie?
I don't know. I
mean that's above your pay grade for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm not thinking you're gonna go. Oh, I'll just pull. I'll just whack out the ollie.
I'm never gonna die or anything like that.
No, but also is there different types of hills? There's like beginner hills, pro
it's color.
hills.
It's color based.
Yep.
So you've got green, which is the easiest, then blue, then red, then black.
Right. Black's the hardest.
Black's the hardest.
Right, okay, let's not dive into that. Let's not unpack it.
Emmanuel Snowby was there, and
I don't know who that is.
He's a fucking brilliant.
Oh, is this Emmanuel, like the guy that was just on Apollo?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he was there, and he did a joke about it. He was like, "Oh, the black ones are over there."
Ripped.
He is, but he's got tiny little pencil legs.
Ripped. I thought you were going to say something else.
No, he did.
I was like, that surprises me.
True. There is a naked sauna altitude, so I've seen too many comedians' cocks.
Cullen's got biggest?
Yeah, it's big. Anyway, I slide down this hill, and my board.
Who's got the biggest knob in comedy?
In comedy?
Yeah, that you've seen. Gotta be Cullen.
Cullen, yeah. It's upsetting that, isn't it?
It upsets me.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the man.
It's like having a Ferrari engine and a Citroen. It's like, what are you doing with that? What are you doing with that?
No use out of this.
Well, it's pointless.
Well, no, it's like me having a Bugatti with no license. That's what it's like.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, what are you using this on?
Yeah.
Got it, though.
All the gear, no idea.
Yeah.
Funny. So, sliding down, my board like hits a tree, so it stops me. But I'm like lying against this thing, and I was like, fuck! And there's a lot of snow.
Yeah.
So I unclip my board, and I start like trying to go up the hill. But it's really steep, so I just keep sliding down. Because of the snow.
Yeah, nightmare.
So I'm just like sliding, and I'm like getting really frustrated. Now, by this point, all the people that I was doing the run with have made the bottom, and then seen that I've not come.
Yeah.
So one of them goes back up the
top
chairlift, comes back down, and then doesn't see me because I'm still trying to climb up and sliding down most of the time. And they're like,
He's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, we don't know where he is. Because I'm down the side of this fucking cliff, and why would you look there?
Oh, God.
Somebody behind me must have seen me go down as well. Not somebody I know. But
who was the person that went back to the top?
Sloss.
Good, man.
So I'm eventually I'm like trying to get up on my board, so I'm like taking my board and like digging it into the side, and then like pulling myself up.
Oh no, that's just like 127 hours shit. This is like a survival adventure movie now.
If you actually seen it, I bet it looks terrible. Like I bet you fell in there. That's
but
fine.
You felt it.
Oh, but I was like, come on, get up. I was more frustrated that I couldn't because I kept sliding down.
Well, it would frustrate me, brother. It would frustrate me. So my question was, do you think I could enjoy it? And then you said yes, and you chose to celebrate that yes in a story that was an absolute fucking nightmare to me.
You'd have a ball. You'd have the best time ever. You'd have to get a lesson, and you'd have to, like, there's no point going if you're not going to snowboard or ski.
You right, okay, because I was going to say, could you go and not?
People do, but I don't see the point in it.
Like,
most of your days doing
that.
Not
as fun, right, okay.
Like, the town is good, and there's, like, a butcher's, which, forget about.
But, like, okay, let's even talk about that then. The town. Sorry, this probably isn't even very listenable. This is now just me talking to you, being like, "Could I go and survive it?"
Yeah.
Ice on the is like the town. Is it icy or is it?
Not in March, no.
Right. Okay. Cool.
First time I went was December, and there was like snow and stuff.
Yeah.
But March, it's pretty nice weather, to be fair.
Where even is it? Is it
Meyerhofen?
That sounds German.
Meyerhofen is Austrian.
Nah.
It's close to Germany.
Other side of the coin.
Sometimes
other side of the coin, Austria.
Last time we did it, we flew to Munich, and we got a bus from Munich to Meyerhofen.
Right.
And as we're on the bus, like, we've been drinking on the flight and that, because a bunch of comedians.
Yeah.
First of all, London flight, piss. On the plane, piss.
Yeah.
Landed. They got on the bus, and then somebody opened, like, there was like a little fridge thing, like near the toilets. They just opened that and went, "There's loads of beers in here," and we all just passed them out. And we were like, "Hey," we got absolutely cunted. We invented a game which was, I can't even remember. You just had to like perch on an edge of something. So I was like perched on the edge, like we're doing a little game. Can't remember what it was called.
Hold on, sorry. You just found a box of beer.
Found it. Well, it was in the fridge.
Okay, but at no point did you go, someone might be coming back for this.
Yeah, we should have done that. Nobody did that. We drank the fucking lot. There's like 30 of us.
Beautiful.
We fucking caned the lot. Because it's like, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour to journey.
Who is it that books this? Is it Brett?
Brett. Yeah.
Okay, can I do a quick
comedy?
Can I do a quick plea?
Plea to camera?
Yeah, just a quick one. Dead quick.
It's fine, yeah.
You can maybe chime in and help me because you've got a bit more clout.
Yeah.
Brett, I know you don't know me. I can see you shaking your head. I can see you doing it. Like I'm not like a million miles away. I'm here.
Yeah. You would also see it back. Yeah.
Brett. My man, Bretty. You don't know me yet, but I've already fucked it. I hated that already. Rhyming Brett with yet. I didn't enjoy that.
I didn't even notice you'd rhymed.
Oh well, I was really trying to. I was really doing an effort for the rhyme to be impressive.
Do you reckon anyone's ever rapped in a job interview? Because they 100% have. For like a regular job, they'll have come in and just went, I'm going to do a rap. That'll impress them.
I think people will try like all sorts of shit to stand out. A rap would be... I don't know. I honestly don't know. Especially not like a fucking 9 to 5.
Have I ever told you about my job interview for Samsung?
No.
Right, okay.
What the fuck did you do?
So, yeah, it wasn't really like my fault or anything. I got the job.
Oh, wow. I
ended up getting the job.
I love... See, this is how I tell stories, and no one else enjoys them. But I create all of the myth around it. It wasn't my fault. She didn't die on my watch, but I did get the job. Yeah. So everyone's like, what the fuck? And then inevitably the story will be...
Like, I remember in the interview feeling awkward and being like, fuck, and like bad. And then not really thinking of it until much later. And then my boss, the guy who interviewed me, was like, tell everyone about your interview. How you got the job. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like...
Right, so...
Because we'd never spoke about it, but he was like, we both know. And I was like... Fuck! I went, so it was a thing. And he was like, yeah.
Brett, I'll get back to you. Tell me this story.
So, I applied for this job. Basically, you go around training people how to sell Samsung products, right? So, in the interview, you had to do a product demo pitch.
Right. Did you get to rehearse that?
Yeah, so they said, you're going to pitch something to us. You're going to pitch. So, I already had a Samsung phone. And I was like, all right, so I'll just say to them, I'm going to sell you this, right?
Wow. You went with... their own product. That's a bit basic, isn't it?
I don't think so. I did it quite well.
Okay.
I got the job.
Yeah, true.
I smashed it.
Yeah, okay.
I had this leather folder thing that zipped up, so it had like papers or it looked like it did. Didn't have papers in it, right? So I went in with that in my little suit, sat it down because it looked dead professional. I was like, look at this leather folder. Yeah. But they're not going to not hire a guy with a leather folder. Like, that guy's got important.
Well, that guy really stood out of the crowd. He came prepared.
So then they go, all right, it's time for the demo thing. Have you got something prepared? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'd went out and bought a selfie stick, right? This was back early doors selfie sticks, right? And in the selfie stick thing, it had these little cards. They like clipped on your nose, and it had like a little mustache with a mouth. So it was like, haha, that's not your face. Yeah. So I go, you probably saw my folder and thought, boy, he's got important stuff in there. And I went, I don't at all. It's just a ruse. I just wanted to look fancy. I opened it up and I was like, I've got a selfie stick. And I went, I've got these cards. Now, there's two guys interviewing me. One was, I'll not say their names actually. Because
no need.
We'll call him Mr. P, who is my boss in the end.
Right.
He's the one interviewing me. And he's joined by another guy from quite high up in head office. Can't remember his name.
Let's call him Mr. S, like Mr. Sanford.
Sure. Yeah.
Mr. P and Mr. S.
A black fella.
Right.
It is important to the story.
Oh fuck. I can't be. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be important to the story.
I started talking through the camera and stuff. I'm like, and then I'm just going to take a selfie with us. And I went, I've also got these cards that came with the selfie stick. Pop one of them on, and that'll be a funny laugh.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. So all the cards, this was my fault.
Yeah.
All the cards were like little white mouths.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it was like a little like lipstick.
That isn't on you. Yeah.
One with a big mustache.
Yeah.
That was the fun. So I was like, just pick one of them. I go and take this selfie, and I see in the camera that he's like looking at them like,
fuck.
But I didn't put the things in the packet.
Of course.
So I put them on and take the photo, and then Paul, Mr. P. Later on, he'd be like telling people.
That was excellent. And now I know why he's called Mr. P.
We don't know his second name.
I was thinking that. I was like, why Mr. P? Oh, that's all.
Yeah, it's Paul.
Yeah.
He'd be like, show people the photo, and I'd be like, there it is. And it's like us with the little cards on.
Just him with like a little white girl's mouth.
Yeah.
And then, that's not on you. That isn't on you.
Totally.
However, still very. That's an awkward little moment for sure.
Yeah.
Imagine he picked like a wee like Japanese guy with like one of this like samurai loose moustaches.
Okay.
The wispy.
Yeah.
You know the wispy mousse.
Yeah, the guy from Kill Bill.
Yes. A film that I've never seen. Yes.
Never seen Kill Bill?
Nah. No.
Pretty good, man. Let's not be a movie podcast.
But so altitude, it seems like a lot of fun. But yeah, winter sports and anything like that, balance just isn't my friend. Do you know what I have been getting into? And I mean getting into in a fucking big way.
Oh?
Darts.
Oh, yeah, I did know that.
Darts.
Now.
I've just finally decided, hey, I got the look, might as well play. Exactly
what I was going to say.
It's 100% born. I was born to do this.
The amount that you look like it's no surprise to people watching that you've never done winter sports.
Yeah.
It is equally no surprise that you love darts.
Yeah. But like, it's just happened. Like it's just happened, but it's happened in a big way.
Does it feel like a sexual awakening almost?
More than.
Right.
Really more than. Mate, I can't describe.
Hello, Rebecca.
I'm looking at, by the way, side note on the Rebecca thing. Nah. Throw it away. I'm throwing it away.
Okay.
I've decided to not go down that path. But you know, the dart thing, mate. So last year, like with anything, my dad introduced me to a lot of stuff, and because there's a Welsh thing involved, like with comedy, he was like, "There's this comedian I'm hearing a lot about on BBC Radio Wales.
He's called Mark Watson.
He's called Rod Gilbert, actually. Although, fun fact, Mark Watson not fun. Mark Watson and Rod Gilbert did a show together in 2004, I believe, called Stereo Comics.
Right.
And they were like the two Welsh comedians.
But he's not Welsh.
He's not. He's from Bristol.
That's why I was doing the joke.
Yeah, but he did the voice for a
He
while.
pretended for a long time to be Welsh.
Yeah, or even though he does the same voice now as he did then, but just he's now not Welsh.
Yeah.
But I don't even think he did.
Still
he do
got
a
the
Welsh
same
accent?
cadence.
Yeah,
he did do a Welsh accent. It's
Is this
weird
'cause
that
it's
nobody
funnier?
says it. Yeah, he said it was funnier.
Well, to be fair, I do get what he means. Like I wrote one joke about my dad, and I did his voice, and just instantly I felt the audience go, "This shit's way better."
Because it's a caricature thing. It's not.
Ailey's openly said, when I do like, so I like will just do
I
the
can only
Welsh
come
accent.
in bed if you do a Welsh
Like
voice.
you're not a million miles off, lad. You're not a million miles off. You're not a million miles off. Like very early into relationship, I would just like do the Welsh voice sometimes, and I just fucking chuck it about just for a bit of a laugh. And she openly says, "I find you 100% more attractive when you do that."
Wow.
Like you are more attractive. It's not like she's like ugh, when I'm normal, but when I do the
sounds like
Welsh,
that, though.
when I do the Welsh accent, she's way more up for it. Like way more up for it.
Right.
Just chucking just a bit of Welsh. She doesn't like the high Welsh accent though. She doesn't like that. Just
No.
low. It needs to be
Yeah,
a bit
low,
masculine. But so yeah, not a million miles off. Darts. So
Darts. I was
So, yeah.
in Wales before we recorded the last
mate,
one.
I need to ask you about this because I remember you sending the message.
Told
to
the whole
WhatsApp,
story, yeah.
and it was fucking. It sounded like chaos,
Yeah.
like genuine carnage. But yeah, no, sorry, you just tell us. So
And then we'll circle back around to the darts.
Okay, we'll get back to that. As long as we get back to it, because as
Oh,
I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
it's my new main.
I feel like
love
I've told
now.
a lot of stories.
It's my new main love.
So, first gig in Cardiff, first gig in Wales. So I was quite nervous. About
Really,
it.
was it your first time in Wales?
Yeah.
What
Never
did
been
you,
there.
What do you? Oh, to be fair, and I'm sorry to anyone from Cardiff that's maybe listens to this. Cardiff ain't real Wales, I don't think.
No.
No, I'd say.
What do you think is real Wales? Like rolling hills and
See, that's also the
Valleys.
valleys, southwest Wales, so the valleys. That's
Yeah.
proper Wales. North Wales, scary,
right.
scary. North Wales,
What's the North Wales?
like Wrexham and bloody.
Is Wrexham Welsh?
Yes, mate.
I thought it was England.
No,
It sounds
Wrexham.
very English,
Well, it's North Wales,
which is England.
which is, I mean, to be fair, a lot of Wales these days has become a little England, Gareth. I'll be honest with you, getting political, but Wrexham's North Wales.
I've seen 4 rats on my walk to the gig in Cardiff.
In Cardiff,
Yeah.
4 big rats.
Yeah.
Do you not think? And this is how
Also,
I've described
every
it.
fella looked the same in that town.
Yeah. Tight shirt,
Tight
muscly.
shirt, yeah.
They all look,
Shorts.
I'm ready for the rugby call up. That's just what
I
everyone.
felt kind of tall in Wales.
Yeah. Can I'll ask you this.
I felt like I was in the Shire.
Because I've never actually spoken to anyone that's had the same experience. So were you out in Cardiff on the Saturday night? Like
Sort of.
Sort of. What like? Because I find. Do you know that main? You must do that main like road strip.
Yeah.
In Cardiff. Genuinely, anytime I've been there on a Friday, Saturday night, is more bonkers and more like than fucking Magaluf and all that shit.
It reminded me a lot of the big market in Newcastle.
Yeah.
Similar vibes.
True.
Uh,
They're just mental. And Welsh women, chaos. They're fucking mad.
I don't know
Lunatics.
that I'd seen a woman.
Yeah, no. Well, to be fair, you probably heard.
It felt
them.
like Moria.
Moria.
Yeah.
What's Moria?
That's where all the dwarves lived in Lord of the Rings.
Why is that the second Lord of the Rings reference in this one story?
Because I realised I didn't see any women. So I said the Shire at first, not really true.
Right.
Dwarfs is better because they're stockier, bigger built,
Yeah.
fighty, and you can't tell the difference between dwarf men and women. It sounds worse now that I've had to explain it.
Yeah. It does.
I didn't see a Welsh woman.
You must have. Nah. You must have.
Nah.
They're mental as well. They're fucking proper
yes,
bonk.
No, I did see
proper bonk.
Well, the whole gig was proper bonk.
Yeah, they are proper
Dizzy
bonk.
Rascal would have been like, whoa, this is a bit much.
Chill out.
Bam, 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 bam. Whoa,
calm down, actually.
Yeah.
Mile time.
Get introduced. I'm quite nervous about it because, like, big club, want to do well.
It's a big room.
Yeah.
Big old room.
Want to do well. Mm-hmm. Get invited back.
Yeah.
So I'm up there for, I reckon, a minute, and I can just hear chatter, and I think, oh, I'll maybe die down a bit. So I'm like, hey, is everything all right, guys? Is everything okay over there? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right.
That's the alpha persona that Waugh puts on when he's on stage. Is everything okay over there, guys?
You start that.
Guys.
You don't go in hard. I'm a minute in.
Yeah.
So I was like, everything all right, guys? You okay? Yeah, fine. And I was like, all right. I'm like, okay, I'll
Did
just keep
you
going.
sense when he was like, yeah, good? Did you went, it's definitely not good?
I was like, oh, they're maybe just ordering a drink or something because it was table service.
Right,
they were maybe just quite loud.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. I also couldn't see much at all.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe it's staff that shouted yeah, or maybe it's who knows. So I'm like, okay, I'll try and keep going. I do about another 30 seconds to a minute. It's not dying down.
Yeah.
And I can see like the audience like looking over. One guy stands up and goes, "Shut the fuck up!" And I was like, "Oh, that's my dad." Like, as a little bit of a laugh.
Just shut the fuck up, not to you though.
Oh wait, sorry, no. Before he did that, I said to them, "Hey guys," I said, "Is everything all right?" I went, "I know I'm 5'7" or something, but I went, I am Scottish, so I'll kick your cunt and shut the fuck up."
How did that land? A couple of laughs? Few laughs?
Place was like, hey,
yeah,
like, because I went hard. So from going from, guys, she's okay, to I'll kick your cunt in, always gets a bit of a laugh.
So when that guy said shut the fuck up, that was in response to what you just said?
No, I said that, and then I went to keep going, and then it's like, it's impossible. It's getting louder, and like, I was like, oh, fucking hell. Like, I just, like, can't concentrate. Half the room's not listening. The jokes aren't landing because they're all focused on this. That's when the guy stands up and goes, "Hey, shut the fuck up." Like, right in the middle, turns to the group. And I was like, oh, that's my dad. Well, I have a bit of a laugh. Got a little bit of a laugh for that. And I was just like, I was like, I'm just going to try and plow through, I guess. And the crowd, they're like, yeah, like on my side.
Because they're going to be pissed off as well. Because the
totally.
Glee Club on a weekend, like, they've all paid fucking good money to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
And these group of lads are just fucking ruining it for everyone.
Yeah.
And you the first act on.
Yeah.
So it's just...
And it was fine before that. Like, the MC, Phil Ellis, did a great job.
Yeah, great.
I thought he brought me on a little quick. I would say about Phil. Nah, it was fine.
Really?
A little quick. Obviously, there was a fight 3 seconds later.
He must have saw it, sniffed it, and went, fuck it.
Oh, here we go.
I'm bringing on Wood.
That's a pro. That's a pro. I'm just going to try and plow through. And everyone's like, I do maybe another 30 seconds, if that.
So you've been on stage collectively maybe about 2 minutes,
2.5 minutes, maybe. And like, then I just hear again, like, proper aggro. And I was like, oh, this isn't just people chatting. There's an actual fight going on. And I look over and I just seen a glass like flying through there. And I was like, oh shit. So I start making like, I was like, that's a proper thing there. And I was like, are the door staff? And they were like, the door staff are in there. And I was like, oh, fuck.
The door staff are in there?
So they were already in the melee, we'll call it, right? The stramash. And I was just like, right, well, what the fuck do I do? So I just kind of like throw in little comments. Try and
start commentating the fight?
Sort of, yeah, I have to.
Wow.
Because I'm on stage and I can see that there's no point doing material.
Yeah,
there's
of course
huge
not.
fight.
Everyone's watching the fight.
It's about 20 people, I'd say.
No comedian is going to be better than a fucking lad fight brawl.
Yeah.
It's going to, even if you prefer the comedian, that's taking up your attention.
Yeah.
You're not going to go, I'm ignoring all of that to enjoy
there's violence over
this. Yeah.
So then I'm just chucking in little comments, but I don't know enough. Like,
what little comments like, oh, good hit.
No, I was like, oh, it must be from Newport.
Oh, you even went local.
Yeah.
Good. Swansea bastard, am I right?
I don't know how Newport came in, but I think it had been brought up that it was a shit place before.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, I don't even know where that is.
Yeah, Newport is very much Wales' Dundee.
Yeah. So I was giving it all, like, I don't even know where that is. Yeah. So don't be offended of that. Don't start another fucking fight.
I know nothing.
Yeah, all that. And then I'm just like, right, okay. And then like I can see that they're eventually getting out these 15 lads.
So 15 lads, that is the number of a rugby team.
So it was a scaffolding company.
I thought that had to be a rugby boys night out.
So yeah, the 15 of them were like, and some woman was like trying to throw a glass at them. And then the door staff. So all in all, you're talking 20 plus people involved.
So were they fighting this? Were the scaffolders
some
fighting
women, I think,
amongst
had
each
told
other?
them to shut up, and so they took grievance to that.
Right.
and then they were basically asked to leave. But then one
who
of them
were they scrapping with?
They were just trying to scrap with the group that the woman was with.
Right.
So they're all like trying to get at each other. Yeah.
Did like, both groups just get kicked out, or just the
scaffolders?
Which is fair.
But one of the scaffolders apparently picked up a pint on their way out, like an empty glass, and it was like, oh, fight. So then they're getting escorted out, and it's this side of the room. The exit's there. Long.
Oh yeah, no. So
I'm just watching them go, and I'm just like, right, well, that's.
Kick this off again, I reckon. Yeah.
Get everyone out, and then they're out the door, and the door shuts, and everyone's like clapping, and I go, right, shall we start again?
Yeah.
And everyone goes, ah. So I walk off, then just come back out like that, and then
Newport shit.
Yeah, exactly, all that. Yeah. And then I do like one or two. I was like, "There's my dad." And he's like,
of course. Yeah, brilliant.
And I was like, "This is my first time in Wales," and honestly, I fucking hate it.
Oh man, because I was speaking to my dad about that. I was like, "That is fucking bonkers." Shit, I have never experienced anything like that. Like the monkey barrel, the
Black Eye Friday as well.
Yeah. Did you just say Black Guy Friday?
Black Eye Friday.
Right. I thought you said it's Black Guy Friday as well. I was like, what the fuck has that got anything to do with anything?
Heard of Black Eye Friday?
I have not heard of Black Eye Friday.
How long
I've heard of Black Eyed Peas.
How long have you been doing comedy for?
10 years. Fuck.
10 years and you've never heard of Black Eye Friday?
Sure.
It's like it's the last night before Christmas, last Friday before Christmas.
Oh, I don't.
So it's when all the Christmas parties are. So it's always when
I've
there's
heard
a
of
fight.
It's not called Black Eye Friday. I've heard that called something else.
What have you heard it called?
Black Friday.
Black Eye Friday. Black Friday is when you buy all your fucking cheap shit.
Yeah, well, I thought Comedians Black Friday was this.
You don't buy.
I've heard it's called something else. Shit Black Friday. Eye. Shit Friday.
Shit Friday. You've heard it called.
Yeah,
who called it that?
Mark Nelson.
No, not true.
Yes, he did.
You want me to phone Mark Nelson right now?
Go for it. I've got none.
He won't answer.
I've got none of those.
He won't answer.
I'm so confident
that you called it Shit Friday.
He called it. He went last. He went, yeah, he's gagging on Shit Friday. No, of course he didn't. Of course he didn't.
Yeah.
Call my bluff. Anyway, darts, mate.
Yeah.
Are you a darts guy?
Nah, not really. I'd like to go to the darts because it's a piss up, innit?
Yeah. It is just one big piss up. However, fucking pisses me off. So like, I enjoy all that, and I'm the same. I would love to go to darts. I think that would be a proper good experience. Although so there's this guy, right? All right, I'll even talk to you about this. There's this guy. His name's Willie Borland, right?
Yeah.
And he in like the second round of the tournament or whatever, hit this like.
I don't want to complain too much, but my bottle's broken.
Well, you fucking broke it, lad. This is M&S gear. This is best. This is the good shit we got.
The seal's flapping.
Right, well, you did that. Mine's is fine. Look at that.
Don't think so. I think you put the lid on too tight after you filled it up.
So, how can you put the lid on too tight?
Because, like, I seen it bulging, the seal.
Listen to what do you say? Listen to yourself. Right. You saw the seal bulge because I put it on too tight.
Yeah, I think so.
So you just saw the bottle sitting there like, help, the seal's tight.
You can see it's off the edge, you know?
Fuck, you can. You totally can. You totally can.
That was mine because I turned my phone off airplane mode to phone Mark Nelson, and then I didn't put it back on.
So this guy Willie Borland, right? I'm gonna go over here to get back to here. In like a sudden death like leg hits this fucking amazing 9 darter. It's the moment of the tournament. He goes fucking mental. The whole he's from here. He's from East Calder. This lad.
Oh yeah.
I went to school with him. I want to get him on my podcast, but like I feel like the moment for that's shifted. Because now he's talking to Alan McCoist on TalkSport, and I'm like, "Do you want to come round to the East?" Yeah. Anyway, so that whole game, and I thought it was going to be just for him, unfairly, but the crowd were saying, "Scotland get battered everywhere they go."
Yeah.
And then he, like in an interview, was like, "It made me want to go like fucking get it up them." So like that was his influence to fucking get the amazing 9 dart. And then there's two very like iconic, I'd say, Scottish darts players called Gary Anderson and Peter Wright. Peter Wright actually went on to win the whole thing. And every match they were in, the whole time they played, "Hey, Scotland, get battered." And it was like pissing me off. And the reason it pissed me off is because one, didn't actually make sense. You can pick pretty much any other sport, bar rugby and football now as well. And Scotland probably will, get fucking humped. We will get battered, mate.
Yeah.
But in the darts, well,
like
the
curling.
Yeah, good at curling. Curling, rugby, football, darts. Scotland thrives. Hold on, what other sports are there?
Curling's like winter sports. Darts, isn't it?
I've held a fucking Olympic gold for curling. My mum worked with someone that was in that.
All right.
Yeah, Debbie, I think her name was.
Oh yeah,
Might have made that up.
What a superstar.
Yeah, she went to Standard Life with my mum. She was in my mum's team.
Right.
And she won an Olympic
was
gold
she one
medal.
Of the moppers, or was she the?
I believe she was a mopper. Oh no,
was she a cleaner at Standard Life? Was she going about fucking cleaning the fucking building real good?
There you go, Deb. That's a joke just for you.
Yeah, if you could just clean this whole office. Yeah, it's done. What?
Yeah, just
fucking gold medal, mate.
Just her like sliding keyboards down like this really cool. Bob it.
Here, dinner with that.
So did that piss you off, the whole Scotland get battered thing? Would that piss you off? And it kind of, especially when a Scottish guy went on to win it, even in the final, they're saying Scotland get battered everywhere. We're in the final now.
We battered them 0-0 at Wembley.
Yeah, so many comics are doing that joke now. Going, do you remember the game of Scotland 1-0? Like, there's so many.
Yeah. I've seen a lot. Did though.
Yeah, for sure.
We did though.
It felt great at the time.
Yeah.
Looking back at it now, I'll be honest, was it quite sad how much joy we all got from that?
No, we should have won the game.
We should have. For sure should have.
The strikers playing how they're playing now, if they were playing that way back then, we would have won.
100%. That clearance from fucking Dykes off the line. I was like, the noise that came out of me that moment.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, I'm big into darts now, mate. So got a dartboard through.
Snake bite,
that's Peter Wright.
Fella that won.
It is indeed.
Scottish.
Yeah. He's from also Livingston. He was born in Livingston.
And he gets battered everywhere he goes.
Apparently so. Because I thought it might have been a reference to Scotland batter stuff everywhere they go. And I'm like, we do that. We love to batter things.
Do you remember when we played Italy and we sang We're Going to Deep Fry Your Pizzas?
No.
That was great.
That is great, though.
I think it was 2008. And like, I went to Three Sisters in Edinburgh to watch it.
Yeah.
Loads of Italian people. And we all just kept singing, we're gonna deep fry your pizzas. Deep fry your pizzas. Great chant.
Do you remember that scene? I've never been more proud to be Scottish than the scene in the biggest film of all time. This is the biggest film of all time.
Yes. Avengers Endgame.
Okay, it's the second biggest film of all time, Infinity War.
Schindler's List.
No. I like how you had to pick another film as far away from that, and your brain went,
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Schindler's List. In the scene in Infinity War, fucking Paul Bettany speaking to Liz Olsen like it's nothing, and in the back there's because they're in Scotland, Edinburgh at the time. There's this big poster saying, "We will deep fry your kebab."
Did it say that?
Yeah, we'll deep fry your kebab.
It's actually in Avengers, that.
100%.
Oh, wait. So when you said the biggest movie
kebab
of all time, you did mean the Avengers?
Yeah, but it was Infinity War. Endgame's the biggest. I think Infinity War's the second biggest.
Yeah.
But we'll deep fry your kebab. Oh. We will deep fry... And there's a little Scottish flag in the corner, just so everyone knows where that is from.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Thor drinking Iron Brew was good.
Yes, great. And he had a fucking innocent gun as well.
Did he?
Yeah. Have you been to the place? Oh, what's it called now? That's really bad. New Asgard...
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but
twinned with.
Yeah. Me and Ailey went.
Was it alright?
It was fucking lush. Just a little fishing village.
Yeah. Is it called Port something? No.
That's really bad.
New Haven. No, that's in Edinburgh.
Hold on. She might be through there.
Nah, it's alright. We don't need to know. People will be screaming at the
screen. I know, and because I've had that moment before. Where
Saint.
You're on it. You're fucking on it, lad.
Oh God, fucking damn it.
That's pissed me off. I'm googling the people. I can't have the people screaming and
Saint fucking.
I think you're close though.
Saint.
Oh my God, you're so close again.
Fucking hell! I've never even been there.
I've been right, okay.
I'm getting it like fucking Memento, just bits and bobs at one time. Saint fucking Saint Abs.
Saint Abs. Saint motherfucking Abs.
Did that light just go out?
New Asgard. What light?
Oh wait, is it recording? How do we know?
The light would still be. There is no light.
Right.
That's the light.
Oh my God.
And that's still on.
That's what I have to go towards, right?
Yeah, 100%. That talk right down there, mate.
I am worried about dying a lot now.
God. What the fuck have you? Whoa. Where is New Asgard? That's telling me that's in Norway. Abort. You're scared of dying?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Like little bits keep happening to me.
You've lived.
I'm 32.
Yeah, no, but you've done stuff.
You're like saying, yeah, but if you do go, that's fine.
If you went tomorrow, you would leave behind. You've done enough.
Oh, right, yeah.
People don't get to do fucking half the shit you've got to do.
Right.
So therefore, you should be grateful to die.
Your bedside manner.
That's how I'll have to look at it. I have to look at it like that.
Patch Adams.
Who's he?
Robin Williams, the clown doctor, cures people with laughter. Beautiful movie. Anyway,
Well,
I was getting a numb armpit, left armpit. It was kept going numb, and I was like, "Well, it's either angina or I'm having the world's slowest heart attack."
It could. What the fuck? It could be. I've got a bit of a sore armpit.
That's why I used to think like that. How old are you?
27, soon to be 28.
So hey, mate, once you turn. I think now, just anything that happens.
Wait to be 30. This is the shit bit. This is the shit bit I'm in now. 27, 28, 29, horrific. 30, fun decade.
No, not good.
You're
now, I hit a little puddle when I was driving the other day, and I was like, oh God, what if I crashed and died? Everything. I'm like, I'm going to die. I'm very aware of my mortality now.
How do you think, if you were going to die, how would you best, like if you were right now.
To pick a way to die?
No, not to pick a way, because that's a different question. If you had to go into a fucking Ladbrokes or whatever and put all your money on how you think you will die, what would you put on?
Heart. My heart will pop. Easy heart.
What?
Easy heart. Easy.
What I love about that was it was so tragically honest.
Oh,
heart.
yeah.
Heart, Gareth.
Heart, yeah, 100%. My uncle had a heart attack when he was in his 30s. Which I only just found out about because I said to my dad something about my heart, and he was like, "Oh yeah, well your uncle James had a heart attack in his 30s," and I was like, "Why would you say that?" My dad got a pacemaker a couple of years back.
Yeah.
My granddad had 2 heart attacks. Did I tell this story before?
You told me this at the golf. Yeah.
Did I tell it on the last podcast?
You told me in the world. You didn't tell it on this.
My granddad had a heart attack, and my nan gave him a Rennies and sent him to bed.
When was this though? Like the 80s, 70s, 60s?
No, like 5 years ago.
Oh, fuck off then, Nana. Well, you got to be better than that.
She didn't.
A fucking Gaviscon.
I'm having a heart. And, well, he didn't say that. He was just, I've got chest pain.
It's indigestion.
Rennies, off to bed.
It's indigestion.
Sleep
cures everything.
This is maybe the Thursday. The Tuesday, we're moving some furniture into my mum's new house, me and my papa. And then we're like halfway, and he goes, "Are you alright to get the rest of this?" And I went, "Yeah, sure, no bother." And he was like, I forgot something. And he left. He was having a heart attack, didn't tell anyone because he didn't want to panic anyone. Drove himself to the Little France Hospital in Edinburgh.
It's actually annoying, isn't it? Like the stubbornness the old cunts have.
Unbelievable.
Like it's really actually, you're like, don't know.
Yeah.
How about don't know?
Drives to the hospital, sees
just the whole time.
Like, fucking wait. He's still turning whilst clearly waiting at some lights to turn.
Just keeping it idle. Just keeping it a bit.
My granddad sounded like a cat in your impression. Drove to the hospital, so the price of parking in the hospital car park, and went, I'm not paying that. He was like, I'm not paying that. Ridiculous. Drove to a park and ride, waited for a bus, got on a bus, got off one stop too late and had to walk back down to the hospital.
All the while having a heart
attack. And the doctor was like, yes, you've had a heart attack. He went, next time, call an ambulance. Don't just fucking drive, go to a park and ride, get off, walk, you maniac. I remember, so he had to get a pig's valve put in.
A pig's valve?
Yeah, into his heart. Pig heart, very similar to a human heart.
Is it?
Yeah, so you can use pig parts. And
do we not eat that as part of haggis?
Probably.
Sheep.
It's all sheep stuff, yeah.
Sheep.
Liver and offal and all that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they can use pig parts in you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't...
Similar fitting.
Does that fill you with confidence? That doesn't fill me with confidence.
I think so.
Like if I was like...
I think it's better because now you've got access to more bits, don't you?
What do you mean you've got access to more bits?
Well, before you'd have to rely on somebody going, you can have mine.
Yeah, well, I'd rather a human valve. Call me a cunt. Call me, I don't know, call me old fashioned, call me a cunt, whatever you want. I'd rather have a human valve than a pig's valve.
But a human will have died to give you that. So you've got some fucking
the pig's
old duffer's valve.
But
or you could have a young virile pig.
One, you've assumed old duffer. You've very much assumed that.
Right.
It could be young man car crash.
Oh, so a bit smashed up heart then.
It's not. What do you mean a heart
smashed a bit
up? He's just fucking hit his head.
Yeah, fucking wheel.
He's broke his neck. There's nothing wrong with the kicker.
Right into the.
No, his neck's fucked. His spine. Nothing wrong with the ticker. The ticker was.
It'd be a bit.
Than a pig's.
Blow some dust off.
I would argue the healthiest pig heart is not as good as, a fucking crack addict.
That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, what have you got against pigs?
That's insane.
Hey, so he got a pig valve put in.
Wow.
I went and visited him in hospital, and he was on such strong painkillers. He was like hallucinating, like fuck. It was hilarious.
Like he was like proper like high.
Yeah, it was great.
That's funny.
He was like, "There's a marching band comes in here every night," and I was like,
What
"A marching
the
band?"
fuck?
He was like, "They'll be by here now," and I was like,
Oh
Papa,
wow.
Papa, you're off.
Wow.
You're fucking doolally, mate.
Yeah, that could be the pig's valve though as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be.
Get pumping a bit harder,
Yeah.
get some blood up to
Give me
that
it-
brain.
yeah.
And then he'd just be saying loads of mad shit like that. He'd be like, fucking like. He got out of the hospital. Do you know how we celebrated Papa coming out of major heart surgery at 80 years old?
I know. Cocaine.
Almost. Almost.
Oh.
We got a fish supper.
Oh.
Everyone sat around and had a fish supper. Papa's out of hospital.
Tremendous.
Let's fucking take that pig valve for a spin, shall we?
Tremendous.
Let's see how good it is.
It's fucking, yeah, exactly. Fucking hell.
He's 89 now.
It's durable. We did the test.
90 this year.
Fuck. That's good innings, see?
Drink
Good
first.
innings.
Let's not do this again.
No, I picked it up because I want it.
So I keep getting like a little numb arm. Just everything. I'm like, well, what if that's it? My mate, a comedian in Australia, he just got testicular cancer and had to get one removed. The way he figured
That's
it out.
fine though, that's fine.
Oh yeah, he's going to survive, but I mean, obviously fucking scary.
For sure, but like...
The way he figured it out, he was on his bike and he said it just felt a bit uncomfortable. I was on a bike
Don't ride
2
bikes.
days ago and I went, that's uncomfortable. What if I've got that? I've hypochondria
Yeah,
non-stop.
you can't though, man. You just can't. I because it is obviously like the scariest thing. Do you know what people? I think like it's like the most commonly used thing to like calm people down about death is they go, well, do you remember before you were born? Do you remember before that?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's going to be like.
The same.
And I think that's supposed to be really comforting. I find that
You find it worse.
That's of course it's worse.
Find it worse.
Of course it's worse. Of course it's worse. No, but like that's used. People are like, you're right. That's really calmed me down. I went. It's made me, a man who was fine about death, freaking the fuck out. Like freaking out. It's way worse.
Way worse.
Well, just the idea of nothingness spooks me.
Do you ever look up at the sky and go, whoa?
Never the sky. But I told you about this on the last one, I think,
Right.
or maybe it was just again in like life we were speaking with. I've kind of started to not understand. I'm not fully there yet. I'm not totally lost. I've still got my 2 feet on the ground, but I've started to kind of believe. I watch people a lot, and I go, that wasn't real. There was no way that was real.
What?
Like just people.
How long do we have left, by the way? Because I feel like there's not a lot of time. And
10 minutes.
Right, 10 minutes is fine. We've got this. You started watch people and go, that's not real.
Yeah. There's too many interactions that I'm like, that's not real. That's someone that's trying to create a real moment and getting it a bit wrong.
Right.
And
Have you got an example of
Of course I do. So, now the first one, I had literally just consumed drugs, right? So, I understand that's not fucking a great start. I understand that. But me and Ailey had just been down where we go this nice little walk to smoke our joints and stuff, and we were driving back. And on the drive back, we're on like the main road of East Calder, driving back up, and there was a man at his near his door. That was again the thing, near his door. He wasn't at his door yet. He was near the door.
Yep.
And another man, similar ages. I'm going to say maybe about 60s.
Okay.
And he was not on the street, he was in the garden, but just on the other side of the fence. So if you got the man near his door,
yes,
and then the man near the gate, but still inside the gate, not on the street. So it's not like a passing by. Oh, hi Jimmy. Oh, good, chatting. Anyway, all the best. Wasn't that because he's in the fucking gate? He's made a choice to gate and close, but he's went no further than the gate. He's in, but no close, and he's left door, but he's just right next. So he's left the house.
Yes.
But he's still right next to the door, and they were just having this conversation, and so I see it maybe about a minute ahead of us. So we drive up. So I've witnessed this conversation for, I'm going to say, a grand total of 75 to 80 seconds.
Right.
And I went, no way.
What
that's
was
real.
The conversation?
Also 9 p.m., 10 p.m. at night.
Right. What was the conversation?
I mean, I'm in the car.
Right.
So I've just seen it. And I've went, not real. Not real.
Right.
9:30, 10 p.m. at night.
I think you need to stop smoking weed.
No, I don't.
What if the man had, like, been, like, so say, when was this? Before Christmas?
Uh-huh.
So, like, maybe he's put the card through the door. Somebody's come and went, oh, Jimmy, thanks for the card. Shut the door behind him. Keep the heat in the house. Don't leave the door open. How's
See, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. It's so close to being a human moment, but it isn't a human moment.
Why not?
Because
you never spoke to somebody on your doorstep. He's leaving. He's like,
no, you
posted the card, going to leave, gets to the gate. Jimmy,
no, he's
thanks for the card.
But why is he on the other side of the gate?
What other side? Inside.
Yeah. Why is he inside?
Because he's walked up to the door to put the card through the letterbox. He's then walked back. He's about to leave. He's opening the gate. Jimmy, thanks for the card. How's Sandra? Great. Hold on. Keep the heat in the house.
But this is
good.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. That does sound like a human moment, but if you actually imagine it, that's not going to happen. That's not going to play out. That's not going to play out.
I think it's happened several times today in the world.
Away with yourself.
There's 7 billion people.
Away with yourself. You think that's happening loads today? I can't help you.
1 in 3.
I can't help you if you think that's happening so many times today. I can't help you.
I think it will have happened one time today. That exact scenario.
Well, I mean, I could get you right off the bat. It's not Christmas. No one's delivering Christmas cards. Don't say birthday.
Why have you put this Christmas card through the door? It's so late. Christmas was a week ago. No. Oh, I forgot.
There's another one.
I'll keep the heat in the house.
There's another one.
Go on.
I've seen loads of them. Man at bus stop. So like Ailey finished work at the stand maybe about 11:30, 12.
Yeah.
Quite late.
Yeah.
I'm in there just having a couple of drinks. She drives me back. We get back to here maybe about 12:30, 1.
Yeah.
Just two. No, not even two. Just one guy. Maybe about 20s.
Yeah.
Just sat in the bus stop. And I was like, he's fucking been left there from fucking... He's been programmed. They've made an error.
A man was waiting on a bus.
Yeah, he was just sat at the bus stop like that. In the bus
A man
stop.
was waiting on a bus and you thought that's fucking fake.
At what time, though? This is what I'm saying. You got to sift through the debris. This is at like 12. The last bus is at 11.
You get night buses.
Not out here, you don't. Not out here, you don't.
You maybe sat waiting on a lift then.
Again, this is what I'm saying. Close to being plausible.
So you've never stood outside and waited for somebody like for a lift that you would not normally get picked up from. How many times do you think people have went past you and went, simulation?
And you know what? Probably loads. And I'd look at them and I go, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Keep looking. Keep your eyes peeled. You keep your eyes open, brother. It's not me, but it might be. And you're good to think. You're good to think.
Right.
That's what I'd say to that guy.
See, before you smoked weed,
mm-hmm.
and you heard somebody talking like this,
I'd call them a madman.
Yeah.
I understand. I get it. It's mental.
Sure, yeah,
but I'm just being honest. I am getting closer. As I said, I'm still not there.
I'd buy into the simulation thing. I think we spoke about this before, didn't we?
Hence my surprise as to why you were going through me, but now I get it. We're just on a podcast. You got to create entertainment.
Not even that. I think there's far more compelling evidence than a man was sat at a bus stop.
At 12, Gareth. That's not a time to be getting on a bus in West Lothian.
Did I tell you the Elon Musk theory on all this?
Yes, but I haven't
Elon Musk was asked about it. Like,
great guy, Musk.
Is he?
God, oh, come on.
I think he's a real piece of shit.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's trying to fucking make the world electrical and stuff. That's good.
He called a cave diver a paedophile for not...
Was he touching a kid?
No.
Was he touching a kid?
He was saving a child. Do you remember that? Some diver was like cave diver. Remember those kids, the school kids, the football team, got trapped in a cave, Thailand?
No.
Well, let me educate you. This cave divers were
going
in.
He called him a pedo.
Yes. So these cave divers are going in to save these kids.
You're telling me that's not funny. You're telling me that's not a little bit funny.
Very funny. It's very funny. These cave divers are going to save these kids, and Elon's like, "I've got an idea to help you," and they're like, "We're fine. We know how to do this. This is our job." And he was like, "Pedos."
That's fucking great.
He tweeted calling them a pedo for not letting him help.
That's great. That's really great. If you don't see how that makes that guy a million times better.
He's very anti-trans as well, which is weird because he's a transformer himself.
He doesn't look real.
Nah.
He don't look right.
So he got asked about the simulation thing, and he was like, "Yeah, I think we're definitely in a simulation." And he went, "And that's also fine." And they're like, "Why? Like, how often do you think about that?" He went, "I think about it so often that me and my brother have banned the conversation from hot tubs."
Because that's where he's spending most of his time, of course. Hot tubs, of course.
Nah, no way that android's ever in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Short circuit the cunt.
We've banned the conversation from the couches.
Yeah, he says we don't talk about it in hot tubs anymore. That's
but you can talk about it wherever else.
Because the theory was...
Get out of this hot tub because I'm a Jonesin. I'm a Jonesin to talk to you about this sim theory.
His theory about it was, and it makes sense to me, like, you know, VR. Yeah. Like, have you had a go at VR?
Yeah.
It's quite good.
Don't like it.
It's quite good. But sometimes, like, if you have a shite one, it's not great. But if you try a really good one, it's class. And you're like, whoa. They're like... Compare that to technology we had 30 years ago, so like the 80s, when everyone was walking about with a Walkman. What are you doing? What is this?
That's their game, innit? That's their game from the 80s.
Pong. You were doing Pong.
Yeah. Space Invaders, wasn't it?
No. Show us again. That's Pong. You're doing Pong. Space Invaders is a little ship that shoots up the aliens.
Again, sound correct.
Doing the table tennis one. That was honestly, I thought I was in a simulation then.
Yeah, well, there you go.
But you just went. I was like, oh, he's fucking resetting himself there. So I've got onto something, and they're like, reset it. He's figured it out. Let's get to level 2 on
What would
Earth.
you do? What would you do if just like you were speaking about this, and you and me were having like a proper conversation, and then I just fucking killed, and then came back up, and then like started like laughing manically. And then went, great theory.
I don't think that's out of the realms of possibility, the way you're fucking acting.
That is absolutely out of the realms.
Have you had a joint today?
No. I definitely wouldn't. I couldn't smoke weed before doing anything like this.
Yeah.
Stand up. I did stand up once. And again, it was because the only time I've ever done it is because I was doing the student gig. You might remember it. It was called Grassroots at the Pleasance.
I remember it.
Yeah. And Stade was on.
Yeah.
And he was like on his like little fucking weed pen thing, and I was like, and I think I just said, I would think I was like 16 or 17 at this point. I was just like, I couldn't do it. No, way older, sorry. I was probably 22, 23.
I was probably 13, 14 years old.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I couldn't do that before going on stage. He was like, have you ever fucking tried it? And I was like, nah, but like, I think it would like make me freak out. And he went, fucking, this is a £1 student comedy show. I say this is the fucking best place to learn and try that shit. He's got a great point. Hence, I went for it. Went on stage. Everything was so slow. It was just like properly. And I came off. This is 100% biblical. This is 100% quote. I walked off. Tom was just there. And I just went, how'd it go? And he went, yeah, it's not for you. But we learned that, didn't we? We learned.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not for you, man.
So you go from Pong to the games we've got now. Pong's video games is a good example. Started off with Pong, now we're here.
Started from Pong, now we're here.
Yeah. So you go from that to that, right?
Yeah.
That's in a very short space of time. Technology's got unbelievable.
30 years isn't a very small period of time, but
it's quite small.
In the grand scheme of things,
he
it's
says,
like a minute.
What about in 100 years' time? What is technology going to look like? Like, what is virtual reality going to look like? It's going to look pretty incredible, right?
Yeah.
He went, what about in 1,000 years' time? He's like, VR is going to be indistinguishable from real life because of the advancements we'll make. Therefore, the odds of us being in a simulation have just doubled because of the way technology's going. The odds of us being the first ones to get to that point are very slim.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad. Although, my one little...
we won't make it to 1,000 years because
well, that's exactly it. I think we're near the end game now.
Yeah.
I feel like Thanos is on his way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Do you want to do us a favour?
Yeah.
Imagine he did do it that sassy. That'd be great. Fuck y'all. And then, could you stop
sort
and
out your roots?
Record. You need to get a new weave, girl.
Giselle Maxwell went to jail. I know she's gonna. You see that?
Nah, I don't even know.
She's
Sorry,
Epstein's like right hand woman for the old
right,
pedo island.
Right, okay, gotcha.
My question is, what would it take for you to fucking now? I'm just kidding.
I was gearing up to answer it. I was gearing up to answer
it. So all the pedos all the like high profile people are worried.
Yeah.
All these A-list celebrities have been going to Nonce Island for a diddle.
Yeah, but they're all going after the fucking prince. Because if there's a prince in that mix, attack the British.
Proper shite prince as well.
Oh, the worst.
Easy the worst prince.
For sure. But yeah, like, do you think like fucking Tom Hanks is sweating?
Not at all.
Do you not think?
Although apparently there is a theory that he is like
he's
King Nonce, innit?
Well, hence why I picked him.
I don't think so.
I can't have it.
No.
I can't have it. As long as DeVito's safe, then I'm okay. I can't have a fucking tattooed mini nonce on me.
Oh God, I'd love him to be a nonce now.
Like what even cover up is that? Ronnie Corbett? I don't know who else I can go for.
I don't know what you would do. Maybe a frog.
Maybe a frog.
Turn him into a frog.
Yeah. Froggy.
Frog kid.
I'm the frog kid.
And then it's just a character you like.
Yeah.
But like, would you Did we do this last time? I can't remember.
No. What would it take me to fuck a kid? No, we didn't do that last time. No, we didn't do that last time.
All right. Sorry, that was a private conversation. Yeah. Turns out not a lot.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Would you reckon, like, so they're all saying she's going to die in jail, a la Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's no footage.
Yeah,
the guards are gone.
No, for sure.
Oh, killed themselves.
100%.
They reckon that's going to happen there.
Yes.
Well, how do you reckon you'd fare in prison? Right, let's go. Let's day one. You're in. They're like, right, hand over your possessions. First of all, what you got on you?
Fags.
You told me right before you'd stop quitting. But
yeah. Well, it's
I imagine it's been quite a stressful.
It's been, of course.
Stressful few days. If
I'm going into jail, I'm not going. Well, I really need to quit this moment.
And also, currency in there.
Yeah, they'd be gearing up. Yeah.
So they're like, okay, fags,
phone, a sad wallet,
one wallet with chain, with Captain America. Although
I've got Thor's hammer. I've got Thor hammers on my keys.
The T is missing, so it says Whore's hammer. They're writing it all down the B list. Then they get you in. Mm-hmm. They get you down naked.
Yeah. Why are they probing me?
You've got
Do they probe you before you go into prison?
A strip search before you go in, I think.
Yeah, okay, a strip search I get, but they're not going in.
They go in, yeah.
Do they go in?
Of course, people put things up there, you know.
Yeah, well.
How else are you going to get your Nokia?
Well, just take my word for it that I'm not like that.
They're going to go, nope, we're not taking your word. Turn around.
I'm not going to put fucking sign up the old mill. Nah.
They find anything up there?
No, they don't. Of course they don't. They find.
If you had to smuggle something in your arse into prison, what would it be?
Good question.
This is like Desert Island Discs, but like extreme version.
Probably like a stress ball.
A stress ball.
Probably.
You would take a stress ball up your arse.
Because I'm not going to go something you make a shiv out of. I'm not doing any of that. And anything else, I'd want more than one of. Like I could got a cigarette, but then what a horrible shit tasting cigarette, and there's only one of them.
Right.
So it's useless.
Why would the cigarette taste like shit?
Because it's been in my arse, Gareth.
Yeah, but you put it in like a condom and then tie that up so it's air sealed.
Okay, well, it's still valid. I'd have one cigarette in there and go, right, now I
want
one
cigarette and a stress ball.
Yeah, well, no, just the stress ball.
Just the stress ball?
Yeah. Although that's going to expand in there and that's not going to be nice.
Expand?
Well, like, I could get it in.
Why would it expand?
Well, not expand.
Oh, because you're going to squeeze it to get in.
Yeah, and then it's going to open up, yeah.
Listen, anything you put up there is going to be
pretty uncomfortable, yeah.
People put phones and shit up there.
Couldn't be doing that, especially this big.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. Let me think, because I think people would go straight to like a blade, or I wouldn't do that.
Blade.
Well, because
that's so dangerous.
I can tell you this: my tactic when in there would be this: bitch me up, bitch me up. I mean it.
You've went
bitch
from
me up.
Take my word for it. There's nothing up there to go and get in amongst it.
To survive, boys have at. I would get that tattooed.
Boys have at.
I would get that
Little
tattooed above my. Boys have at. That would be my whole credo when I'm in there.
Not even like trying, just straight in, like, God.
Have at, bro.
Because that's most people's like worst.
Survive.
That's most people's worst
well,
fear about jail, and you've went, nah, go for it.
Give into it day one. And then, because as well, I also do think psychologically, with those types of guys, it would all be about the taking if I was like, no, they go, yeah, I'm taking something from you. If I had a tattoo that said, boys have at, and I was like, ooh, right? They'd be like, he wants it too much, actually. He's actually too into it. I don't
think that's true.
Well, either way, I've given to it. I'm appeasing the masses.
Yeah, you got your little stress ball while you're getting shagged about. I feel less stressed now.
That would be for a long time later. They would never see that side of me. They would never see that side of me. They all they see is fun and games.
Fun and games.
100%. Handies whenever they want.
Handies one time, your first day in prison. You get your strip search. Get to yourself. Fart out the stress ball. Hello, Spike, we'll call you. Don't matter. I'll take whichever monkey you don't want. Also, you ever want a hand job?
I'm your guy.
More than happy.
More than happy. More than happy handy. That's what I'll call the business. Right. No, but I would, mate. I'd bitch it up immediately. For sure.
Fucking lines in the yard.
What else am I going to do? Fight? What am I going to do? Fight?
You don't necessarily have to fight either. You, in your head, prison is just fighting or fucking.
Yep.
Much like life, I suppose.
Yeah.
So you have
what would...
hand jobs on tap.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, it's went better than I could have ever hoped. That question, better than I could ever hope. You did, like, because in my age, right, I'd be taking like an iPod or something up there.
Oh, you just
listening
chilling
to tunes.
Yeah.
Rather than the stress ball, get the iPod up, like an iPod Nano. That's going up there, no bother.
But then if one person found out that you have that there, they're gonna be like, get me that Nano.
Yeah.
And then you the guy that's gonna get the fuck kicked out of him for the Nano.
Maybe, or I'll say I'll sell you.
Or
I'll sell you.
Or Andy.
Yeah, I'm not giving out hand jobs.
You're not really?
Nah.
What do you mean nah?
How good do you think you'd be at a hand job?
Terrible. Yeah. Bad. Actually, no. Fucking lie. Ever since I got circumcised, I think I understand the penis a lot more.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Totally get it. I could, yeah.
Do you know the ins and outs?
I think so now. Yeah.
Now that you've seen Under the Hood.
There's just little, I totally have seen Under the Hood. That was very good.
Thank you.
That was bang on. It actually,
I thought it was excellent.
It superseded humour into truth. What a great analogy.
Yeah.
It was probably the best.
It's annoying because none of us laughed at it, so anybody listening along wouldn't have got their cue to laugh. There'll be somebody sitting on a bus listening to this, maybe stroking their chin.
Yeah.
Going, yes.
That was superb analogy, actually. Yeah. I don't know. I just think I think a lot of men, especially, would answer that question going, day one, I'd fucking start covering away at like the bottom of the bunk, and I'd be making a shiver or like fucking whatever.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be doing any of that.
None of that would be.
I don't think I'd do well because I've said this before. I don't think humour. It's not
got a place in prison.
I don't think a lot of them are going to have a sense of humour.
No.
And like, especially if I like,
and if they did, it's going to be a fucked up one.
Like, if my first day in prison, if I go and go, right, boys, what did you do first day in prison? And one of them goes, hand jobs on tap, and I'm like, fucking hand jobs on tap. They'd be like, I'll fucking kill you. And I'd be like, oh.
Well, this guy's our friend. He's giving us hand jobs.
Yeah, and I'm below him.
Yeah, we like him.
I'm below the hand job guy. He's threatening me. Give me that fucking Nano, bitch. Oh, all right. There's only 8 songs on there. They're all JoJo.
Have you, right, I'll ask you the question I was going to ask you now. Have you got any 2022 goals?
Right,
you got any goals for 2022?
Sort of. My New Year's resolution, if you want to call it that, it's quite a big one, but it sounds small.
Sorry. Water went down the wrong way.
I would
Sorry about that.
You know, the only way that would have been better is if you'd went, I go into prison, I fucking knock out the guy, become king of the place, start making shivs in my bunk, selling them. I'd be top dog, and then 3 seconds later you'd choke drinking some water. I can't drink water without dying.
Well, the reason I said hand jobs and not blow jobs is because I don't have that facility.
Well,
I really don't.
See when I do
the PCR. Oh my god.
No,
that's what I was going to say about Rebecca earlier.
Right.
I have that joke when Rebecca would suck so much dick. I found that out now. No, she wouldn't.
Well, this is
no, she wouldn't.
I've no desire to suck a cock, but knowing that if I wanted to, that I wouldn't do a good job.
Yeah.
It's upsetting because I'm competitive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I'm competitive, if I'm sucking a cock, I want to do it well.
The best.
Do you know what I mean? I want him to have a good time.
Do.
I want to, but knowing that.
No, I couldn't. I fucking physically couldn't.
Do you think it'd be easier with a bigger object? Because the thicker swab is easier.
Is it?
Than the little thin one they've got yet.
Is it?
Yes.
I would have always thought just the bigger, worse than everything.
Yes, I think everyone would. Yeah. But I think the little tickly one, that's where you go.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah.
I tried.
I just make so much noise.
I did a drive-in PCR, and there was nobody else there. There's like 5 workers. It's tiny little centre. I drive in, and the guy's like, just pop it in. He went, if you feel yourself gagging, just take it out. It's fine. There's no rush. Then pop it back in. He was like, don't. He was like, you don't need to do it. Like, and I was like, okay. And I was like, please. I gag every time, please. And he walked away.
In front of another man as well. It's not.
There's 5 blokes there. And I was like, please don't gag. Just don't gag.
Yeah.
Not on this one. We do it every time. Don't gag.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my mirror in the car. And I'm like, And I'm like, oh, it's coming. I'll go just a couple more swabs and we're good. You're nearly away. And then because I've been fighting it back so much, when it did come, and I just seen them all like looking and being like, Jesus Christ! All of it came out one. And I had to be like, nose now.
Nose now.
Yeah.
Can you make yourself gag like without
the fingers? Yeah.
How do you do it? What's your technique?
I go at.
See, mine's just close. Mine's just fucking close. And Ailey called me a weirdo for this the other day. Christmas Eve, I got way too fucking drunk. Way too drunk. Stupid.
Right. Yeah.
Christmas Day, I thought was ruined. This is how fucked it was. I walked in, Monk.
Yes.
I try to go up to him and go, "Hey, Monk, Merry Christmas." What comes out is this: "Happy birthday." That's how fucked I was. I was just so dishevelled.
Do you want a hand job?
I'll give you a hand. Don't tap me. So I'll wrap it up for you.
Merry Christmas.
I was fucked.
Let's make a white Christmas, shall we?
And on the way, in the car on the way there, I was like, I'm gonna have to throw up. And so when Ailey makes herself throw up, she does the fingers, and I can't be doing that. But what I do is I just stick my tongue out and then breathe in rapid. Oh God, it happened. There you go.
Is that a real one?
That was a real Z.
Christ. I'm going to have to put a trigger warning. Oh my God, don't spew.
You have no idea how close that was.
I've seen it. I've seen it all happen. Don't do that again.
Oh, one more. What do I want to happen? Why one more?
One more, come on. Let's see if we can do it. Let's test this body.
Oh God, that was really bad.
I can't remember what the question was. What was
2022 goals.